Yes. Yes. The Home Office make mistakes all the time. But the fact that they've made a mistake isn't the biggest issue. The biggest issue is if they make a mistake and then they stick to their guns. I'll give you an example of one of the worst cases that we've seen. Somebody walked through the door with a refusal letter. They showed it to us. It had the wrong middle name on it, the wrong date of birth, the wrong nationality. The facts didn't match his circumstances. Apparently, according to the Home Office, he had an uncle who made an application 13 years ago who said something which contradicted what he was talking about today, which is, of course, none of it was true. There was a particular characteristic, a fundamental aspect of this case which should have been addressed, which was female genital mutilation, which wasn't. Throughout the entire refusal letter, no mention of it. And this was unacceptable, simply because the Home Office have a duty to consider all determining factors. So, despite this, at the end of the refusal letter, they said something along the lines of, we see no reason why you can't remain in your country safely, despite the female genital mutilation aspect of it. So this was clearly unacceptable. It was a copy and paste job. That's the best way to describe it. That's all it was. So we attacked it on two fronts. We contacted them through a complaints procedure and we started a pre-action protocol. Our hope was that they would come back to us and they would say, we concede, here's your leave to remain. But they didn't. Instead, they fought it. They fought it all the way throughout the pre-action protocol stage and up until the hearing. And then they didn't turn up. Of course, at some point, they updated their refusal letter and to some extent applied their circumstances in a way that it would fit the case. But it seemed ridiculous the way they applied it. It didn't make any logical sense. Nevertheless, they dragged our client all the way to court. In court, it was uncontested because they weren't there. We made the arguments and we got the judgment. But the client, of course, lost time from their precious life gathering all the documents. They lost money because they had to pay us. And they did get the result in the end. However, this could have been so much easier if the Home Office hadn't stuck to their guns after making an error. So yes, they do make errors. That's not the problem. The problem is if they make an error and then they stick to their guns. If you feel as though the Home Office have done that to you, feel free to get in contact with me and I'll be happy to look through it.